Hey, nice to see you on Morning Scramble. We have an interesting guest today. She's been on before, but this topic can never grow old for us. Shawn Soumilas, lovely to have you with us today.
Thank you, Sandy.
You have a program called Count the Kicks.
Yes.
And this is to prevent something so devastating that we have to know about, stillbirths. Count the Kicks to prevent stillbirths. How does Count the Kicks work, Shawn?
Well, the guidelines are that starting in your third trimester, once a day, you want to pick a time every day that's kind of indicative of your baby's personality when they're most active, and count to get 10 kicks. That could be jabs, rolls, kicks, no hiccups. Once you've gotten those 10 movements in 2 hours, then you know you've done your wellness check for your baby that day.
And you know why? Why is, do babies change over that period in terms of their activity, or how do you know?
Babies won't stop moving. They don't stop moving closer to birth. That is a myth. What will potentially happen, and a lot of mothers I know that have lost babies to stillbirth were cord accidents. So potentially as the baby descends, the cord is wrapped around their neck, and as they descend it does tighten. So if that's happening, they're not going to be moving as much. So
that's a danger signal.
That's a danger signal. If you know, every day you're getting your 10 counts, and then say one day you only feel the baby move 2 or 3 times, then you know it's time to call your doctor and go in and get checked.
And there have been some great saves. I was reading the testimonials on your website, and there have been some wonderful saves where, again, sometimes doctors don't even, they're not on that. Maybe, I'm not sure how, but I know that I heard one doctor said, oh, well, they slow down just before their birth.
That's what I was told. And I did find out later that that is a myth. Your baby's not going to slow down. Baby's not going to stop moving as birth comes. So this is definitely a good, again, wellness check for your baby. It's a great way to bond with your baby. It's free. It's effective. We also have a new app, it's been out for about a year, that's free, that women can download onto their smartphone. There's a web-based version also if they don't have a smartphone that they could do from their computer, or we even have just the basic, simple kick card that you can track the baby's movements and just write them down that I can supply to people.
So you can keep track. Okay, so this is something that's been out for a little while, and have you seen any changes in the rate of stillbirth? Because this is, what, a national program?
Well, we're trying to make it national. The program originated in Iowa, 5 women that all lost daughters. They formed Count the Kicks and implemented it in Iowa in 2009. Since they implemented the program, the stillbirth rate in Iowa has been reduced by 26%.
That is amazing. That's a quarter. That is amazing, the difference. And you are attributing it to this self-motivating thing that women do to check their babies every day.
Yes, and that's my goal here in Arizona, is to do the same.
And sometimes I guess women, they don't realize, especially maybe it's their first baby. They've not been through this before, so they don't have these guidelines to know, how to do it. Now, the program, that's all there is to it, really.
That is. It's very simple. It's, again, it's such a great way to bond with your baby. It's a way for mothers to feel empowered, to know that they're doing something for their baby's health every day. Can I share Ryan's story with you?
Yes, please do.
Okay, Ryan, this is Ryan, and his mom, Ryan was her 3rd child, and in her 3rd pregnancy, she heard about Count the Kicks for the first time and noticed a change in his movements after doing the kicks, and went in, and he was in distress, and they delivered him, and she is now our Florida ambassador, spreading the message.
Oh, and look at that adorable baby. And Ryan almost wasn't. You do have success stories all the time.
We do. We have them pouring in. I just brought a few. This is Danny. Same situation. His mom heard about Count the Kicks, went in, and they told her if she had not come in when she did, they would have had a different outcome. And she is now our South Dakota ambassador. Wow.
How many stillbirths like this that happen that could be prevented, would you say, every year?
It's hard to say. There are 26,000 stillbirths in the U.S. every year. That number has not changed for over a decade. The program that we promote is modeled after a study in Norway with a similar result where they instituted Count the Kicks as a standard of practice and reduced the stillbirth rate by 1/3 in their nation. Within a matter of a few years.
Now, of course, some stillbirths, the child has health problems. There are some like that, but so many, it seems like, are, just as you're saying, the baby drops, it's getting ready to be born, and that long cord that, you know, gives its nourishment will get
Yes.
around its neck. And
that's definitely helpful in the cord accidents that we see. Most stillbirths are attributed to cord accidents and placental issues. And so knowing that your baby's environment is changing is important, and that's what Count the Kicks helps moms do.
Right. And they just go on to the website. We have information on the screen, and they can get that app.
Yes.
And find out more about it. And you had an experience that got you involved with this,
Yes.
didn't you, Shawn?
Yes.
Yeah. You lost a baby. Sad. I can't imagine the heartache. And so this is such a fabulous program that changes all that for families and for babies, and you're already seeing a difference. And
Yes.
I just think it's so amazing that this is it's kind of going viral.
It is. We just had a huge event in Des Moines with over 1,000 women. Glennon Doyle, the author of Carry On Warrior, was our speaker. It was just inspiring to have her spread our message and know how important it is. And all of us moms at Count the Kicks feel a duty to spread this life-saving message in honor of our children.
Well, it is. I tell you, there's nothing more precious than a baby, and when you carry a baby so long, and you're almost ready to deliver this little thing, and that's when these accidents seem to, I mean, that's when they happen, and there's just no reason for it anymore. If moms are vigilant, if they understand how to do this, then so much heartache can be saved. And these beautiful little children, like you were telling us about, roaming the earth right now.
Yes.
because of Count the Kicks.
Because of Count the Kicks.
Wonderful. Shawn Soumilas, thank you so much for joining us again and for being so involved in this wonderful program.
Thank you,
Saving
Sandy.
these beautiful babies.
Thank you.
All right.